what home remedies can be used to treat a cough. And today we will talk about the most popular and effective recipes. Before I tell you about the most effective and popular home remedies, you need to understand one very important truth. Attention. Cough can be different. It can be dry when there is irritation in the throat, when it tickles, when everything is scratching there. And there is another cough, when phlegm is coughed up, when there is a lot of it, when it is sticky and thick. And these are different problems that require different approaches and practically different treatments. Another very important point. When treating with folk remedies and especially phytopreparations, these are contraindications. And now I will briefly tell you about the most important of them. First, phytopreparations cannot be used by children with allergies, especially with allergies to flowers and grasses. It is also undesirable to use herbal preparations for children under 3 years old without a doctor's prescription. Also, be sure to read the instructions because there may be contraindications for other diseases if you have them. And possibly, the preparations that we will talk about today may not suit you individually. It's best to purchase cough herbs and remedies at the pharmacy. This will give you an additional guarantee that the preparation is made qualitatively and according to a proven technology. Also, read the instructions to properly prepare the decoction or infusion for cough treatment. For a dry cough, you can use poppy machehu, which has an expectorant effect and softens the mucous membrane. You can use linden, which is very good at wrapping. You can brew chamomile, which has anti-inflammatory properties, relieves pain, and softens the mucous membrane very well. If you have severe irritation that leads to spasms of the mucous membrane and respiratory tract, you can use coltsfoot, which is good at relieving these spasms and moisturizing the mucous membrane. You can use marshmallow for a wet cough. It helps to expel phlegm, has antiseptic properties, liquefies phlegm, and reduces inflammation. You can also use mint, which has anti-inflammatory properties and soothes the respiratory tract. Eucalyptus has the same effect. You can also use thyme or savory, which helps with expectoration, removes phlegm, and has antiseptic properties. Chamomile, which has antiseptic properties and kills microbes, takes the first place in treating dry cough in adults. It has a very good anti-inflammatory effect and can even relieve pain. Above all, chamomile is very good at moisturizing the mucous membrane and thus effectively treats dry cough. You can brew chamomile like tea. Pour a cup of boiling water over 1 tablespoon of chamomile and let it steep for 20 minutes. Then drink it warm like tea 3 to 4 times a day. You can also gargle directly with the warm brewed chamomile. If your throat is very irritated from a dry cough to the point of spasms, marshmallow root can be very helpful because it contains essential oils that not only have anti-inflammatory and soothing properties, but also relieve spasms and mucous membranes. You can brew this remedy with 1 tablespoon for 250 milliliters of water. It's better to pour cold water and let it steep for 5 to 6 hours. After this, simmer for 15 minutes and take it warm half an hour before meals. Then the spasms will subside and the throat will soften. Also, for a dry cough, you can brew soothing teas with eucalyptus, mint, brew mother and stepmother and drink it like tea. The first place in the treatment of wet cough in adults is occupied by sage. Because it has anti-inflammatory properties, it helps to expel phlegm and softens it and has an antiseptic effect, that is, it reduces the number of microbes. You can use this remedy in the following way. 1 tablespoon for 250 milliliters of water or milk. Simmer for 10 minutes and take it warm before sleep. The first remedy for treating dry cough in children is linden. Linden flower. It's a very good remedy. It's very moisturizing. It coats the mucus and lining and removes this endless tickle in children, this irritation in the throat, their constant dry, nagging cough. Linden does a very good job of removing it. In addition to everything else, linden contains a lot of vitamins and has antiseptic properties. How can we use it? 2 tablespoons of linden flowers, add a tablespoon of thyme or thyme, boil all this ½ liter of boiling water and let it brew for 5 to 7 minutes. Then let it steep for 20 minutes and this miracle remedy is ready to use. It should be consumed warm. To make it sweeter, it would be desirable to add honey unless there are contraindications. For children, thyme or savory is a very good remedy for treating a wet cough. You can boil 1 tablespoon in 250 milliliters of water, let it simmer for 10 minutes and take it twice a day before meals. To make this decoction more pleasant for the child, you can sweeten it with honey. This remedy helps to liquefy and expel mucus, has anti-inflammatory action and antiseptic properties. And finally, let's remember the favorite of many, especially those who lived through the 70s and 80s, because this remedy was prescribed by all our grandmothers. An excellent and the best remedy for many people from dry cough. Moreover, the ingredients can probably be found in every home, even without going to the pharmacy. It's boiled milk with butter and honey. You need to boil a glass of milk, add a teaspoon of butter with a heel, add a teaspoon of honey, preferably with a heel, stir all this and drink it warm in small sips before sleep. In addition to the fact that milk has a healthful effect, if it is consumed boiled before sleep, this remedy very well coats the mucous membrane of the throat, relieves irritation, removes dry cough, and in the morning you will definitely wake up with a completely different throat. Treat yourself properly, subscribe to the channel. See you. Bye.